Welcome to my channel relating to Bates. Counting on alum, Jinger Duggar has been embracing every moment of her third pregnancy. The 31-year-old announced that she was having a third child with Jeremy last October. Many were also surprised that the two are having a new baby almost 4 years after welcoming Evangeline. Recently, Jinger was spotted looking gorgeous as she flaunted her baby bump in public. Keep reading to see her photo. Counting on, how's Jinger Duggar today? Jinger continues to make podcasts on YouTube with her husband Jeremy. The Counting on alums relocated to a new house in California last July. The married couple is trying to renovate their new home. However, it seems that Jeremy wants to focus more on his wife's pregnancy. Aside from their upcoming child, Jinger has also been looking forward to releasing her new book this month, People Pleaser: Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations. It will feature how she broke free from living up to the expectations of people around her. Jinger flaunts Baby Bump 3 in green silk. Jinger Duggar was recently spotted walking in public with her daughter, Felicity. According to sources, the Counting on alum was leaving the church with her daughter. But what's noticeable was her stunning outfit while showing off her baby bump. Jinger can also be seen wearing white high-heeled boots. Jinger Duggar preggers with her third tender. Here are some innocent unposed pics. Tongue-in-cheek, #Jinger Duggar, #DuggarBabies, pic.twitter.com/VuYapuru. Ms. Smith, at Ms. Smith 17,743,658, January 7, 2025. Jinger's outfit also appears to be something Jim Bob would disapprove of. However, it seems the Duggar family no longer follows their strict conservative dress codes, especially after Michelle met with some of her daughters last month to celebrate the holidays. Many of her daughters can be seen wearing pants, while the younger ones had to pair their leggings with a skirt. Counting on, Jinger Duggar shares bowling day with Jeremy Volo. Aside from her recent public sighting, Jinger Duggar also took to social media to share a clip from her bowling day with Jeremy. Despite her growing baby bump, the Counting on alum revealed that she can still play and hit a good score in bowling. She captioned, "Where are my bowlers at? Post your best score in the comments." Many were also impressed by Jinger's ability to stay physically active during her pregnancy. You did well for a pregnant lefty. Be excited like Felicity was at your accomplishment. Learn from the babes. I love to see you smiling and having fun. I stake at bowling, I just go to laugh and have fun with friends/family. Are you safe bowling with that heavy ball and swinging it with your little treasury in your belly? If you are looking for more Duggar family news, Counting on, Jinger Duggar flaunts Baby Bump 3 in green silk. The Duggar family, famous for their TLC reality show 19 Kids and Counting, has seen its share of media attention and scrutiny over the years. The show documented the lives of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, their 19 children, and their strict, conservative lifestyle. However, with the end of Counting on, the spin-off series focusing on the grown children, many of the Duggar children have carved their own paths and embraced new adventures outside of the public spotlight. One of the most notable figures in the family's post-reality television journey is Jinger Duggar. Jinger Duggar, who now goes by Jinger after marrying former soccer player Jeremy Volo, has become an important figure in the public eye, thanks to her personal growth, evolving views on faith, and her ability to embrace more modern styles and lifestyles. Despite her background in a strict religious environment, Jinger has slowly transitioned into more independent, modern views while remaining deeply committed to her faith and family. Jinger Duggar's new journey with baby number 3. Jinger has undoubtedly embraced motherhood with open arms. As of late, the 31-year-old mom has been thriving in her third pregnancy, sharing glimpses of her experiences on social media and with fans. She first announced that she and Jeremy were expecting their third child in October 2024, a piece of news that had fans both delighted and somewhat surprised. Many of Jinger's followers noted the timing, almost 4 years after the birth of their second child, Evangeline, which raised the question of why the couple waited so long to add to their growing family. Jinger's third pregnancy has been a subject of much discussion, not just for the Duggar family's infamous background, but also for the way she has chosen to live her life on her own terms. Along with her husband Jeremy, Jinger has been busy settling into their new home in California, which they moved to in July 2024. Their new California life marked a big change for the couple and their two children, Felicity and Evangeline, as they now juggle the excitement of renovating their new house with the joys of expecting a new addition to their family. But while Jinger's family life continues to be a major part of the public eye, she has been able to explore her creative outlets and professional aspirations. One of the most significant events coming up in Jinger's life is the release of her highly anticipated book, People Pleaser: Breaking Free from the Burden of Imaginary Expectations. In this book, Jinger opens up about her personal journey of breaking free from the rigid expectations that were placed upon her during her upbringing in the Duggar family, and she explores how she learned to find her own voice and live authentically. Jinger's commitment to living a balanced life, one that honors both her faith and her evolving sense of individuality, is something that resonates with many of her fans. She has found ways to express herself more fully, be it through her growing family, her book, or her new ventures in podcasting with Jeremy, where the two discuss topics ranging from relationships to parenting, faith, and personal growth. A glimpse into Jinger Duggar-Volo's pregnancy journey. One of the most recent highlights of Jinger's pregnancy journey was her public outing, where she was spotted flaunting her third baby bump. This particular sighting took place when Jinger was leaving church with her daughter, Felicity. Jinger was dressed in a gorgeous green silk dress that highlighted her growing baby bump, paired with white high-heeled boots. The look was stylish, elegant, and caught the attention of many fans and paparazzi alike. What stood out most to those who saw the photos was Jinger's confidence in her style choices. For years, Jinger's wardrobe was characterized by modest dresses and outfits that were more in line with the Duggar family's traditionally conservative values. However, as she has grown older and more independent, she has embraced a modern sense of style while still staying true to her faith. This more relaxed approach to fashion has garnered praise from fans who admire her ability to express herself in ways that might have once been considered unconventional by Duggar standards. It is also worth noting that the dress Jinger wore for this outing was one that would likely have been frowned upon by her father, Jim Bob Duggar, who has long advocated for a stricter dress code for his daughters. However, the Duggar family has experienced a transformation over the years, with many of the older girls breaking free from some of the family's more rigid practices. For example, at a recent holiday gathering, Michelle Duggar, Jinger's mother, was seen celebrating with some of her daughters, and it was clear that the family's strict dress code was no longer being adhered to as rigidly. Many of the girls were seen wearing pants, while younger members of the family were still required to pair leggings with skirts, but there was a noticeable shift away from the old standards. Jinger Duggar-Volo's growing confidence in public life. Jinger's public life is a far cry from the early years of her childhood, when the cameras captured the rigid expectations placed on the Duggar children. As a young girl, Jinger was often seen as the more soft-spoken and reserved of the Duggar siblings, perhaps due to the strict guidelines set by her parents. However, in recent years, she has grown into a confident woman, one who isn't afraid to stand out and be herself. Her newfound freedom has also allowed her to pursue personal passions and hobbies that weren't as publicly embraced during her days on Counting On. A great example of this is her participation in recreational activities like bowling. Recently, Jinger shared a clip on social media showcasing a fun family day out with her husband, Jeremy. Despite her growing baby bump, Jinger was actively participating in the game and even managed to score a good number of strikes. In the caption, she asked her followers to share their best bowling scores, proving that her active lifestyle hasn't slowed down despite her pregnancy. The clip was filled with supportive comments from fans, many of whom were impressed by Jinger's ability to stay physically active while pregnant. Some fans expressed concern over whether it was safe for her to bowl with a baby on the way, but Jinger reassured them with her signature smile, showing that she is still enjoying life and making memories with her family. Come back to Relating to Bates and see more news.